About 49% of homebuyers use methods outside of the internet to find their perfect home. So why are you spending so much time looking online while neglecting your other options and possibly even getting frustrated because you just can't seem to find the perfect home? What if I told you the home of your dreams isn't on Zillow, Redfin, realtor.com, or anywhere online? Your perfect home may actually be hiding somewhere where you least expect it, like a home you just stumbled upon while driving. Maybe someone shared with you something, so through word of mouth,
We're sitting here talking about a house.
or a real estate agent decided to share with you some insider information. Although this report done by NAR states that most buyers find their homes online, that is certainly not the only place to find the perfect home. Don't get me wrong though, the online platforms, they're great, but they're just not perfect. So to be solely dependent on it, you may be really hurting yourself. Because I even find that sometimes that some listings just never make it online. And if they are online, what happens is they may get updated.
One day later.
So you may find yourself behind the eight ball, and what you're actually looking at is not even true to what is exactly occurring. But let me know in the comments below, where is the most unexpected place that you've actually looked for a home? Because if you really want to look for it and find the perfect home and exhaust all your opportunities and your possibilities on where you can find it, one of the top ways to find more homes is by looking for those for sale by owner properties that aren't listed online. And you can find these properties by simply just driving through the neighborhood and looking for those for sale by owner signs that have literally their number at the bottom, not the real estate agent sign. You want to look specifically for the for sale by owner sign, who probably has the number at the bottom. Those are going to be the properties that you're really going to want to find and look for specifically, because not all the time do those homes find themselves on your realtor.com, your Zillow, or even your Redfin. And so if you're solely dependent on just online searches, you could really be missing out on tremendous opportunities. And honestly, don't get me wrong, I understand. Taking an extra step, getting in your car to travel to a certain area, neighborhood, just to try to find a home, yes, it does take additional time and effort, but I can promise you, if you're focused on finding those for sale by owner signs, you'll be surprised at how many of them actually pop up in your foresight. As I alluded to a little earlier, you'll find that some sellers would just prefer their home sale or listing to be a little bit more quiet, under the rug, away from the public for whatever personal reason that they have. And if that is the case, best and believe that home is not going to be on the major websites. In fact, it's going to transact as an off-market or even a pocket listing. And so if you want to find either one of those two, let's start with off-market. If you want to find that, I would recommend just looking at your Facebook Marketplace, or at least now, your Meta Marketplace. You can look on local community bulletin boards to maybe see if there's something posted there. You can look on local forums, or you can just simply just get connected to more homeowners that can maybe feed you that information. As far as pocket listings go, you want to get connected to more real estate agents, because in pocket listings, there's something called office exclusives, where it's only exposed to maybe that office or even that agency. And a lot of times you'll find that agents have information a little bit before the public. Even sometimes other agents don't have this other information. So getting connected to that real estate agent is extremely, extremely important to have access to those pocket listings, which is why I share with you guys. This is important reason why you want a real estate agent by your side, is because 9 times out of 10, there's some sort of information that they have that could maybe even help you, or potentially give you an advantage on how it is that you can go ahead and purchase or even find your next perfect home. So if you need help or assistance with getting connected to a real estate agents that's going to open a little bit more inventory so that you can choose from, just be sure to click that link in the description below and make sure to complete the entire form. And of course, by getting connected to a real estate agent, you will essentially get MLS access, which that is the multiple listing service. And the reason why it's important that you get connected to that is because the MLS is where all the real estate agents enter their information first. So if you want the quickest, the fastest updated information, that's the place to be. Because little do you know, The information that goes onto these general public websites come from there, and in fact, sometimes it's even delayed. So like I said, if you want the updated information, just get connected to a real estate agent that can connect you to the MLS. But that's beyond the point. I really want you guys to also, if you want more inventory, you're having trouble finding homes, you want to also look at expires and withdrawn listings. So what those are is essentially homeowners that simply said, hey, I want my home to be sold. It never got sold. They took it off the market for whatever reason. But just remember, not every single one of those are going to work out to your advantage. So something to just keep in mind. But that's another way you can expose yourself to more home inventory. This method of finding additional homes may not be a fan favorite, but I gotta let you know because it still exists, and that is foreclosures. So you're gonna want to really look into how your state really handles foreclosures. Here in North Carolina, I can honestly say that most homes go on a pre-foreclosure list, and then after that, then it goes out to auctions, right? It's like a bidding process that they do have here, which also makes me want to share with you guys again. Understand what your process is like in the state, but also at the same time, see if there are property auctions hosted by the banks, the county, the courthouses that are taking place, because that is inventory right in front of you. You just, if you're not looking for it, you're not going to find it. But I will say, there's a caveat to that all. When you want to participate in that sort of activity, you may need a little bit additional cash or reserves just laying around to be able to play that game a little bit more. So that's why I say it may not be a fan favorite, but I just want to let you guys know just so you guys aren't in the dark. And if you guys are really, really, really looking for that right house, what avenues can you guys really look into? Then you cannot forget about new construction. As you guys could possibly see, I am at a new construction site here today. And unfortunately, this is even how I find out about new construction that's going on in an area, physically going to the area of where it actually is. And I could only imagine what it's like for you guys who are trying to find your perfect home, your perfect community, and just trying to really locate that perfect place and just trying to navigate all that information, and you just don't have it readily available to you, which is why I say you cannot only rely on the online, because sometimes it just doesn't appear there. In fact, I have the MLS, I have other resources that I can go to find these new construction communities, and it still somehow fails. So this is why I say, resale is not the same as new construction. It is entirely different. So understand that, know that, expose yourself to all of the information out there, especially when it comes to home inventory, just so you know you are seeing everything possible so that you can find your perfect home. But also, one last thing I almost forgot to share with you all is real estate wholesalers. You can take that leap and connect with them. Just remember that they're probably going to have more investor friendly type of opportunities rather than opportunities if you want to go ahead and live in. But, it is inventory at the end of the day. If you are looking for more homes and you want to open up your horizons to see exactly what you can choose from, those are other individuals that I would definitely say to reach out to. So now that you know where else you can potentially look for to find your next perfect home, which one of these methods are you going to implement? Because finding your dream home is way more than about endlessly scrolling online. It's more about strategy, creativity, and being persistent. So if you still find yourself needing help finding and locating the perfect home for you, I am connected to thousands of real estate agents across the country that can help you do that. So if you want to be connected to a real estate agent that's going to help you unlock a little bit more additional homes in your area, be sure to click the link in the description below. Make sure to fill out all the information. Otherwise, I really won't be able to help you out. But personally speaking, something I want you all to remember is online listings are just your starting point. It is not the destination. Because as you guys are able to tell, a lot of homes don't always end up online anyways. In fact, my favorite is off-market homes, simply because there's not a lot of people who know about it, so that means less competition, less headaches, and in fact, to be able to connect the buyer and the seller together, and it's a win-win for both sides, it's even better. The only sad part or the bad part about it is how difficult it can be to find those opportunities for one another. But just as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys, my name is Roney Polynice, and if I can help you with any of your real estate needs, don't hesitate to reach out.